and welcome back to Bookish Theories. In today's video, I would like to talk about Stray Kids' Christmas EveL, focusing on a little breakdown and analysis of the lyrics and the music video to see what they can tell us about the concept and the storyline. Christmas EveL is a song written and co-composed by Sriracha that in true Stray Kids fashion uses comedy and wit to express everything that makes Christmas EveL. You see, if songs like 24 to 25 and Winter Falls focus on the more traditional sentiments connected to this holiday, Christmas EveL is a playful track that turns the stereotypes upside down in order to focus on the more realistic aspects of this holiday. If every song, movie and ad focus on the idea of fantasy of commercial Christmas, Stray Kids make a point at expressing all the things that can make it a miserable experience instead. Since commercial Christmas is usually romanticized by the media, this is an angle that is not usually seen, but this time around the boys have a bone to pick with Jack Frost and they won't stop until they get a few things off their chest. As we see in a second, in the song everything about winter makes them mad. They're mad about the snow getting muddy, their pants getting wet, the roads getting slippery, and the cold making them sick. During Christmas, Stray Kids burn anxiety instead of firewood. They're mad at happy people because nobody calls them, and they hate everything about it because nothing is ever as expected. All of this chaos makes them so angry that the boys are ready to cancel Christmas this year, but even if they feel the evil coming, they still use this song to wish you Feliz Navidad because Felix never bad. This is a funny way to say that even if the holiday season is testing them and Christmas is on thin ice, the boys are still trying their best to enjoy this special day, and as it turns out, the same energy can also be found in the video as well. Now, like it was already anticipated by the teaser, this time around the story of Christmas EveL takes place in the same universe that was first introduced back in the noisy thunderous trailer. Much like in that video, the story references the boys' character traits and includes Easter eggs that a lot of you might have already recognized. We see Felix vlogging in the car like he vlogged in the trailer, Han eating Felix's brownies, Sumin blinding the plushies, and Lino chewing gum. Then we also get a reference to his love for cats and filters, and to Hyunjin having a different effect because of his visuals. If in the trailer Hyunjin's filter made Chanbin angry or whatever, this time around he finally got his revenge because in the video he photobombs Hyunjin and gets the close-up instead. The most obvious indication that this is the same world of the noisy trailer, however, can actually be found at the very beginning. You see, in the opening, we see that the boys are stuck in traffic during the holidays when all of a sudden the radio delivers the news that the sound monster has struck once again. This is the same entity that back in the trailer used to feed on nagging sounds, thus leaving a lot of people without their voices, and this time is no different because this time its victim is none other than Santa himself. According to the breaking news, Santa was attacked by the sound monster and was left without voice in the busiest season of the year. While he undergoes treatment at the hospital, Santa hired a substitute to help deliver presents and joy to children all around the world. Sure enough, these special helpers are none other than Stray Kids themselves, but if in the trailer they were ready to fight the evil of the sound monster, this time around the Christmas might be an enemy far too stressful to overcome. Since the sound monster is always lurking, however, there is no time for nagging because Santa needs help and Bang-chan is not gonna leave him in his time of need. As we see in the video, Santa sends them a message with the location of a special store where the boys can get presents. On the screen, we can see that this location is on State Street, but if you look closely, this is not the only Easter egg that we can find, because all of the numbers have meaning as well. The overall distance of their journey, for instance, references the length of the song itself. The number of meters they have to stay on State Street references Stray Kids' debut date, while the time is a callback to Stay's anniversary. Once the members accept the invitation, their van gets teleported in front of a magical convenience store where the boys can get presents for cheap, and once they get inside, we get more references that Stace can understand. When the boys enter the store, for instance, we can see a mannequin wearing the same outfit that Felix wore in Sorikun. When Hyunjin and Ayan are bickering instead, the clock stops at 8:01, thus referencing Stace's anniversary once again. When Chanbin opens the freezer, on the other hand, we see another mannequin wearing Ayan's outfit from God's Menu, and later on we see that when Jungin tries to pay with his evil card, the address references the JYP building in Seoul. When Ayan's card gets declined and security is alerted, the boys discover the true spirit of Christmas EveL by falling into complete chaos, but this changes when Bang-chan pushes a button and teleports everybody outside of the store. This action is soon rewarded by a gift falling from the sky, because now that they have all the presents they need, the boys need a vehicle that is fitting for their quest. Santa's present for them is a brand new truck that acts as a slave for his helpers. In this magical truck, the boys travel from London to Paris and from Australia to New York, but when they're almost done delivering presents, the boys lose control of the truck and fall off the edge of the world. This leads them to land in the sink of a house back in Korea, and despite of their best efforts, a little girl ends up surprising them and discovering the secret identity of Santa's helpers. In order to avoid a crisis, Stray Kids try to bribe the child with the best present that they can find, so of course Felix's first attempt is to give her a set of Stray Kids albums that she promptly rejects. Seeing the tough crowd, Felix then tries again with a drone, but this time Bang Chan actually keeps it to himself. By the end, Lino comes to the rescue with a traditional snow globe, and this is the present that eventually saves Christmas. This emergency rescue leads to an impromptu party to celebrate the friendship that they made along the way. Everybody has fun, they get a cake, and Bang Chan only makes the kid cry once, so after this successful interaction, the boys leave because they finally got their job done. As they leave the store after the last delivery, however, Stray Kids receive yet another message, which could either be from Santa or, judging from their reaction, from JYP as well. While we don't get to read what it says, the video ends with the boys groaning as they get on the road once again, so this Christmas Eve the EveL is yet to be defeated because their job is far from over. For today, however, my job is, so in the meantime I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please think about liking and subscribing. As always, thank you so much for watching guys, I'll see you next time, bye bye!